Alright, I'm back, folks. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Alright, so pretty much, yeah, like I said, before we make it to the swamp, let's go ahead and go into this cave real quick. Battle some more looking armadillos and such. Yep. There we go. I think there should be... Oh, there's this guy again. Bee! Bee! Yeah, I know there should be another Pete bag coming out soon anyway. And there it is! Bee!
There we go.
Yeah. Yep. Alright. So yeah, right now as you can see in this live, right now would be a good idea to use the life spell. But like I said, if you use it right now, it would have cost like a half of our magic. But luckily, if you go right here, here's a magic bottle. So go ahead and use the life spell, pick up a magic bottle, and you're good to go. Well, let's go ahead and continue.
That's a pretty good compromise. That's pretty good compromise to have the spell, you know, cost so having the spell cost so much. So.
It is. Okay. Well, bye. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Well, actually, this part right here, I don't mind. So, yeah, like I said, honestly, okay, like the harder enemy, at least in terms of the swamp version, it's not bad. You still get the Octoroks, but in a harder version, they also like give you like birds as well too. And the birds, much like with like the rats and everything, if you get hit by the birds and such, then pretty much you also lose like a little bit of your experience points. But the good news about that is that like at least when you hit them, you gain a little bit of experience back. So pretty much like if you ever do lose like some experience and such, like yeah. Okay, so all right, here are the birds. So yeah, try to kill them as fast as you can. Okay, all right, I'm a little surprised I didn't get hit by that one. All right, here we are in the next palace, the Swamp Palace actually. And if you already hit this Iron Knuckle, there you go. Here's your magic container. So pretty much like, yeah. So pretty much again, like if you're running low on life and you want to like use that life spell, well, pretty much now's your chance to use it.
Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got here.
Alrighty. Now, pretty much I should also mention, like again, this is again, I hate sounding like a broken record, but this is the P. Yeah, this is the P. But no. Pretty much what I was going to say is that, like, this is the only Zelda game where pretty much, they don't give you a map or a compass to the palaces and such. So pretty much, like, you're left on your own to, wander the palace and try to find, like, both the, palace items as well as trying to find out where the boss is going to be at. Oh, actually...
that's because the game is a side scroller, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, it does make sense why there's no, like, map or compass, like, in each of the palaces, because, yeah, like Bonnie said and everything, this is a side-scroller and such, so, like, and pretty much, like, yeah, they probably didn't have, like, enough room to begin with to try and, like, put a compass or a map, like, within the palaces anyway, so, B! Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. And we're getting close to another level up. I think up next is gonna be, I wanna say either magic or attack. And okay, right here, the ropes are back. These are the ropes. And they're back. I think, yeah, we have another one. Okay. Yep, alright, so this one is magic. So I probably could have used the life spell right here, but whatever. Alright, again. So once again, we want to try to kill as many of these bubbles as we can early on, so let's go ahead and do just that. Alright, and these, these blue little stealth bolts and such, yes. So pretty much not only can they stab you, but they can also do a little downward stab towards you and such. Which theoretically, you could actually have gotten it way early on before entering into the second palace, but right now, we will actually get to the downward stab as soon as we get done with the second palace. And actually, yeah, you know, I'm not going to worry about you too much. But I will kill you again.
I'm gonna have a quick bathroom break.
Oh,
I'm gonna go ahead and have a quick bathroom break.
okay, okie dokie, go right ahead.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'll be back shortly.
Alrighty. Alright, the horse heads. Honestly, with these guys, with the attack I have right now, don't bother with them. Just pretty much stand back a little bit, and, like, yeah, you won't have to worry getting hit too much by them, but, yeah, much like with the rats and such, if you do get hit by them, then again, it will take away a little bit of your experience points. So, be careful with them. Key. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast it. No, Knuckles gonna pop up soon. There he is. There we go. Oh! There we go. Whoop. Okay. Right away. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the speed once too much. Alright, but right here, you do get another magic jar, so there you go. There's one. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna ignore that one. You know what, yeah. Okay. And it should be... And I'll be careful right here, because we're going to have some falling blocks coming soon. Right there. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, well, the falling blocks start making a little bit of a path, and they literally block you. Don't fret. Yeah, just leave a screen, come back, and then just pretty much keep on going left until, like, you know, the blocks are able to at least be able to be dealt with. So, yeah. I'll grab that P bag later. And we got a red iron knuckle. Okay, I don't want to lose my life, so... There we go. Alright, we do have another one coming up. Right in here. Right, and here... There we go. Alright, right in here is where we get the handy-dandy glove. And with these gloves, pretty much we can start destroying the block stones and such. Okay. I don't have enough for a jump, so yeah. Alright, well if I die here, I still got 3 lives, so I'm not gonna worry too much if I, you know, die here. I'm gonna wait. Whoa. Shoot. There we go. Alright, get out of here quick. Alright, be careful with these guys as well, too. Pretty much you can make it through them, just fire and such. Once they start, like, you know, dropping their fires and everything, just, like, you know, make sure you get out of the way from them in time. Oop. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Honestly, that was gonna happen. Pretty much I thought I was gonna get, like, hurt by the fire, or I was gonna get, like, stabbed by the iron knuckles, so... Really? There we go. I think we have... Yeah, we got another one. Oop. Yeah, I'll use it. Okay. This part. I think... Yep, health. I'll take that. More bubbles. Okay, okay, that part, that was actually pretty awesome, so I'm glad I did that. Yep. Okay. I'll come back for that bubble later. Okay, let's head on down. Alrighty. I'm gonna try to get this pea bag, but this pea bag right here is very tricky to get, so There we go. Alright, I got it. Alright, yeah, usually sometimes I have a hard time trying to get that P back, because otherwise, like, sometimes I'll accidentally drop it, or other times, like, I'll get it, and I accidentally drop myself into the lava. Alright, we're getting closer to the boss. Ooh, I'll take that. Okay. I think there's, yeah, there's the right one, too. Okay. Alright, here we are at the boss. Let's put on the shield. And also get this ready, too, just in case. Alright, so for this boss, all you gotta do... Alright. Try to take your time. Yeah, wait for him to, like, you know, shoot the beams out first, and then go ahead and attack the head, just like with the horse head. And watch out for the helmets as well, too. But ultimately, he's not really all that bad of a boss. Alright. Oop. If I die to him, I swear to God. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, all good to go. And, hey, we got the attack. Alright, we got the attack up just like I thought. So now we're also get some magic. Nice. And there we go. Alrighty, let's go on and continue. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, all we need to do right now, if I get a fairy, I wouldn't mind, but yeah. Anyway, as we continue on, before we make it into, yeah, alright, well, whatever. Whatever. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, before we go ahead and make it over to the third palace and such, there are actually a couple of things that we need to do first, before we make it to the third palace. So one of the things, we need to go to Death Mountain. To get to Death Mountain, we need to first visit the river guy, which as you can recall from the tip we got from the bot and such, the master should be in north of the river, so he's in here in one of these woods. So pretty much, if you just follow this path right here, there you go. Bagu is my name. Show my note to the riverman. Not the riverman, just riverman. What's a strange name you call him? What kind of a name is Grant? Okay. Now there are actually some other traps around here. Pretty much surrounding the area in terms of, like, you know, trying to get to Bagu's house. So pretty much here are those traps, just in case if you want to know, like, where they are and, like, what to like avoid and such. Okay, then there's some more on the other side. Okay. So there's one right there. Hey Dave, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. And I pretty much like your PDF as well. And that's all. Okay. Right here. So it's number 6. Doing well, just hanging in there and such. That's all I could really say and everything. Just pretty much making it through Zelda 2, just trying to hope that, like, I can get through these traps and everything without losing an hour life and such. One of my favorite NES games ever. Oh, nice. So I'm glad that pretty much you enjoyed the game and such. And Honestly, like, yeah, compared to, like, how I treated the game the first time I did my, blind Let's Play of it, I could definitely safely say it short. I have definitely warmed up to this game over time and everything, and it is definitely one of my favorite, actually, I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's one of my favorite Zelda games, like, because, like, to be fair, like, you know, I haven't played the other Zelda games as of yet and such, but for the Zelda games I have played, so far and everything, like, it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there as one of my favorites and such. Alright, so pretty much, alright, so we're all done, pretty much taking care of the traps. So let's go ahead and go back to, Saria. Before we do that, we'd like to go ahead and get healed by a fairy if possible. Okay. Alright. It's different. Yeah, it is. Like, I pretty much make no mistake about it. It is very different than from the rest of the Zelda series so far. Alrighty, whoop. That's true, actually, yeah. You do make a fair point about that. Yep. Sure, I'm not forgetting anything else on the other side. Alrighty, let's continue on. Alright, so now that we got the note from the Riverman, or at least like a Bagu, I should say. Now we can show it to the Riverman, and pretty much we should be a-okay to get across the river. Before we do that, though, first let's heal some magic. Let's see, give you magic. Come back anytime. Ready? Hey, you got aboard that Jack Daniel? God damn it. Here. Alright, let's continue on. Just slightly compared here. Alright, yeah, sure. I can turn it up just a little bit. Hold on. Let's see here. Here we are. Okay, how's that? Pretty much like, can you also hear me can you hear me just fine? You know, Bagu, that I can help you cross. Right, so pretty much, once you get across that bridge, here we are, Death Mountain. Now, I was thinking back and forth if I wanted to show off all of Death Mountain, or pretty much, like, just show you the path that you need to get in order to, get the hammer and such. And pretty much I'm gonna go with the latter option and such. So pretty much, just follow this path that I'm about to take right here, and sooner or later you will get close to that, hammer. Pretty much Death Mountain is also a very good place for you to gain more experience points as well, too. So pretty much do try to take advantage of that when possible. I can hear you, but the game's just barely audible. Okay, hold on. Okay, how about now? Alright, good. And you're welcome. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and use the shield. Dip. Alright, so now let's go ahead and continue on to Death Mountain. Whoop. Oh yeah, the gators. Honestly, okay, the red gators, like, I didn't have that much of a problem with them. Like when I was doing a blind let's play of them, especially after I finally figured out the trick to those guys and such. The orange ones, they did give me a hard time, but pretty much after seeing another let's player doing a game on this, pretty much all you want to do is just attack the legs. Just attack the legs as fast as you can and everything, and hopefully you won't be able to get hit too much. So if you do, so pretty much as you saw right there, I was able to get past the orange gator just fine. So like I said, like pretty much just attack the legs and you should be okay. And fish, at least kill this one. Alright, almost there. Alright, now here's where the red one's gonna come in, so might as well. There we go. Oh! Alright, well, pretty much I'll take both of them then. Alright, well, pretty much I'll leave that one alone, just in case if I need it. Alrighty. Okay. Think we should have another one coming up soon. So, yep, there he is. There we go. Okay. Alright, now with this gator and everything, I have a little trick with this guy. So usually what I do here, I stand right in here, I count to 3 in my head, and once I get ready to count to 3, I just run forward and do a crouch stab. So alright. 2, 3. 2, 3. There you go. Should be, here he is. And we're gonna have another one. We're gonna have another one just like this soon. Here he is. 1, 2, 3.